I, 28 male, am unsure if wife, 27 female, is cheating on me with a guy she says is gay. My wife and I have been married for about a year and a half and have known each other for a little over 8 years now. I will be honest with you all. I did cheat on her about 2 months into the relationship. We were long distance for the first 10 months or so with a friend I had known for years. It was a moment of weakness, naivety, and have regretted it since it happened. I confess that I did cheat on her, but we worked things out over time and I grew into a much more mature person. Again, I know it sounds terrible and I honestly am embarrassed and regret it every day. Some background on our relationship. We are mainly shut-ins and don't really go out to do much other than meals or a random event like apple picking or meeting my wife's friends. We never go to bars just for the fun of it or anything. Since the pandemic started, we live in the US, she's really gotten into watching Netflix a lot more. She's gone through at least 10 shows by now and is constantly watching something, whether it's during breakfast or doing makeup in the morning. I have no issue with this, unless I try to talk to her and she's got the volume up and can't hear me. So I let her enjoy her shows. But recently she has started acting slightly different. She recently received a promotion and got a substantial pay raise. Believe me, during a pandemic we got extremely lucky, but since then she's acted slightly different. She now goes out to dinner or a bar with her new coworkers at least once a week, which again I have no problem with at all. I get my guy time playing video games. But one day about a month or so ago she said she was meeting a guy at a local bar for a bit. She reassured me that he was gay and I told her as long as he doesn't make a move, I won't be upset with her seeing him. Since then, they have met 3 or 4 times for drinks and an appetizer. Nothing was really bothering me until I saw her phone and was curious. I saw that she had asked him if he was stopping by for a visit today at work. I stopped and didn't read anymore. With her watching her shows and going out with her gay friend, she's been quiet around the house. Last night really got me concerned because before she was getting ready to shower, she sent me a Facebook message about some random post that talked about how amazing it was to have a man who she had no concerns about. Someone you trust with your heart completely and would never turn their back on you. To never wonder where he is or when he's coming home. To never wonder if their love is real. Believe me when I say she has never sent me anything like this before. It was one of those posts your mom would send about having a son or daughter who is amazing, and it is so unlike her to send something like that. Since I saw her messages to her gay friend, I've been dying inside to find out more. She carries her phone around everywhere, and she's a super light sleeper. I'm losing sleep over it and I'm terrified to really see what she is saying. I've become even more paranoid and now think everything she does or buys is for this guy. We are running low on condoms, and she bought more on Amazon. I laid awake last night wondering if she was going to sneak some with her. I just need to find out what is going on and if my worries and paranoid are warranted and make sense. Other information. We are part of her family's life 360 app where locations and drive times are shown on a map. Mother-in-law is super nice but gets paranoid. So with this, I can see that she does go to the bars she said she goes to. Update #1. I was able to look through her phone quick while she was in the shower today. Nothing super dramatic on cheating, mostly work talk. However, some things did stand out and hurt me. Something that really stood out is that she initiates the conversations a lot. He talks but isn't super detailed or sends lengthy texts. She'll send him a picture of our dogs and he'll say something like, "They're cute." I did find out he was in the military before starting at her place of work. Not to assume or suggest anything, but I feel like there are a lot fewer gay people in the military than compared to civilians. What really hurt me was that it seems she waits for him after work some days and a series of texts that go like this: "Wife, I wanted to leave with you but have to get this done." And it's no biggie. "Don't work too hard, wife keeps me away from home, so whatever. So what do you want to do tomorrow? Promise you're not just doing it cause you feel bad." Some background on our relationship. We are mainly shut-ins and don't really go out to do much other than meals or a random event like apple picking or meeting my wife's friends. We never go to bars just for the fun of it or anything. Update 1. Update. I, 28 male, am unsure if wife, 27 female, is cheating on me with a guy she says is gay. So things took a turn for the worse in my case. After the handful of meetups between my wife and her coworker who she claims is gay, the messages that raise some alarms, and the fact that she says she stays at work late so she doesn't have to come home, I still needed some concrete information to be 100% done with this situation. Well, I received that information. The past couple nights I've been lying awake with knots in my stomach waiting for a chance to look at her phone while she slept. She is an incredibly light sleeper and will wake up and roll over at the slightest move or noise. After 2 nights of hardly any sleep, I just said duck it and I was able to sneak over and grab it and run to the bathroom to look, and I'm so glad I did. Come to find out, she has his notifications muted in a message so they don't pop up on screen when he texts her. You would think if they were just innocently talking, he wouldn't be muted. Over the next 20 minutes, I read through all the texts, but there were only ones from yesterday, so she's been deleting her texts too. The conversations were broken up with missing texts and were hard to get a grasp of the degree they were talking flirting. Then I get to the text that pushed me over the point of no return for this relationship. This is what she said in a series of texts. For reference, W is wife, G is guy, W. Guess I'm going to start looking for apartments. G, oh fun. Where are you thinking of looking? W, I'm not sure. I would like to be close to work. We live about 40 minutes from her work. G, Icker. W, the struggle. G, I don't think I could handle being more than 10 minutes out of a city. I'm too impulsive, lol. W, me too. I haven't been able to be my impulsive self in a long time. I want to be impulsive again, lol. W, I need a fun getaway, especially since I can't go home, still unsure what she really means. It was in the middle of the day while she was at work. W, I think I'm just going to go home. I pulled over by I'll just stay in the other room, ha again. I have no idea the context of her message because the ones before must have been deleted. She, that works too. W, I don't want to be a pussy. Can we smoke soon? She never smokes anything and hasn't since I've known her. G, we sure can. W, okay, you just say when. Backstory. She is enrolled in a graduate degree and started classes yesterday, and sad she had this super hot professor who is built and is a veteran. She accidentally sent it to him instead of her other coworker. W, I have to be professional with him. Number 1, he's my professor. Number 2, I'm married, unfortunately. Number 3, he could be a good reference. I've been shaking all night and all of today just knowing this is going on behind my back and isn't some innocent conversation between coworkers. The worst part about it is she just goes on like nothing is going on. Tries to joke around and say she loves me and have a great day. She isn't even fazed. I want to let you all know that I never in a million years would have thought this would happen. This is not the type of thing she would ever do. She knows how much I mean to her family. They love me, and I know how much my brother-in-law is going to be heartbroken. While there hasn't been any blatant evidence that she's cheating with him per se, she clearly doesn't want to be with me. We just got married a year and a half ago. We haven't even lived in our new house for a year yet. Sure, one could chalk it up to COVID, but she works for a mental health hospital. She knows techniques to stay away from negative thoughts and feelings. She's all about talking things out, and she has not said anything like her being unhappy or bored, beside being in lockdown or anything at all. I can even look at her without feeling like I'm going to throw up. My plan? Keep getting all the texts that I can save and contact a lawyer. I don't care what she has to say for herself at this point. Hopefully, I can get all of this done without her knowing and then just dropping the divorce on her lap. Luckily, we don't have any shared accounts other than our mortgage, which I hope would stay with me, because I have evidence that she wants an apartment and our phone plan. I just don't know how I would handle losing my dogs or cat to her. Any other suggestions would be happily accepted, unlike my apparent marriage. Update 2. Final update. I, 28 male, am unsure if wife, 27 female, is cheating on me with a guy she says is gay. Last night, I checked her phone for one last time and saw what a lot of you mentioned. She's been telling this guy I have been yelling at her and having been screaming matches to the point where she says she stayed at a hotel for the night. Here are the texts she sent. W, I still have some good things in my life. I have a stable job. I have awesome friends. I know it sounds absolutely terrible and selfish, but I'm not used to having a significant other tell me they used to like me better. Emoji. I shouldn't be with someone who doesn't like me for who I am. I know I'm nothing special, but Jesus, that's kind of rude. She. Agreed. My take. I have no idea where she is even getting this. I have supported her every step of the way and have always given her compliments on a daily basis of how nice she looks and if what she is wearing is new and that I like it. W. Crashing at a hotel tonight. G. Yesterday not go well. W. Not at all. It was pretty much constant yelling and bashing me all night, so there's that. I just had to get out. I gotta figure out a way. G. That sucks. W. It is what it is. I'm at the point now where I know it's not me and I don't deserve this. Whatever happens, happens. I still have my friends, so that's what I look forward to and I'll make it through. W. I don't meet anyone in my life who doesn't appreciate me for who I am. May not be the prettiest or smartest or skinniest person, but I do have a lot of decent qualities about myself. And it's not my fault he decided to get it in with someone else, lol. My take. Again, I have no idea where she is even getting this. She is just pulling out all of the stops by saying I'm yelling and screaming, and that I cheated on her recently. I just honestly don't know what else to think other than she just wants out and is looking for validation for leaving from this guy. I plan on going straight to a lawyer at this point because I don't want her to start accusing me of physically, mentally, or emotionally abusing her. I can't believe she would say these things. My assumption is that she needs to feel there is a purpose to leaving and wants acknowledgement and seeks confirmation from this guy to leave. Either way, I just hope she would have just come to me with her issues like I've told her to for years now and solve it that way. If she told me she's just lost the love for me and doesn't feel the same way anymore, I would have been okay with it. I get it. People drift apart. But it's like she's just looking for some easy way out. Finding some apartment, telling this guy how terribly I apparently treat her, and will just hopefully disappear in the night. I don't know. All I know is that many of you suggested she would do something like this, and I appreciate all of your help, comments, and opinions. Someday I will hopefully make a new post on the results of everything.